welcome to my channel. My name's Becky and I am a crafter from the UK, and this is my first ever video, so I'm feeling a bit awkward talking to myself on a camera, but I think I'll get used to that. I love like knitting, crocheting, anything crafty, to be honest. Well, most things crafty. I try everything. If I don't like it, then I put it away, come back to it, see how I feel. But mainly at the moment it's knitting and crocheting. And when I'm knitting especially, I love watching like podcasts and different kind of crafty videos online. So I thought, why not make my own? I was like telling my husband, I was like, I wanna show friends online, like, oh, look at what I've done. So to start with, I thought I'll do like a whip parade. So like just show you kind of a whip parade. That's from my days of like, I was obsessively looking at whip parades of cross stitch on YouTube, and people used to have loads on the go. Like one was like, oh, you know, this I started 10 years ago. So then when I did a cross stitch, I could understand why it would take you 10 years, to be honest. I could not focus. I don't get enough back for as long as I put in, and I kind of need that to keep me going. But I keep going back to it because basically I went to like my first ever like craft show fair thing last year, and when I was there I thought there'd be loads of wool stands, and there wasn't, and I'd given myself like a budget of what I want. Like I didn't want to go over that day because I need a budget, and there was no wool and nothing I wanted to buy. And so then when I seen this bougie little lamp that had like a magnifying glass, had a proper bright light, it had like a clamp so you hold your thing, your project, I was like, I need that. Didn't need that. Absolutely didn't need that. But you know, we learn our lessons. We don't panic buy. If the lights keep changing, I apologise. I'm just using window and a lamp. Like I'm not a YouTuber, I don't have lighting. Anyways, so first project is a cycling jersey that my husband asked me to make him. And this is like a thing that I keep covering, is like when you like knit or craft or whatever, and then people are like, oh, could you just make me this? And it's like, no. But I'm a bit of a selfish knitter. I get more enjoyment if I'm knitting something for myself than for someone else. I like giving, I love giving, but I get a bit attached. I want to just like look at what I've done. But I think that's because I'm relatively new and it takes me so long to do it. So I kind of, before I start, I need to show you these little scissors that I got. Where's the camera? How cute are they? They're a little like suede pouch. Anyways, thought they were really good for traveling. So this is a cycling jersey for my husband. It's made out of Hobbii Friends Extra Fine Merino wool. The main bulk of it's going to be in black 4-ply 2.75mm needles in the round. I'm miserable. But it's got this like folded hem to make it thicker. This is my like provisional cast on. Way too scared to cut it off because I've never done that before, and I feel like if I cut off the provisional cast on that was in the contrasting colour, it may come off. And then my husband was like, oh, you've done a red stripe at the bottom. I was like, no. And he's like, oh no, I really love the red stripe. He supports my addictions of knitting. Anyway, so this is it. Worked from bottom up. The pattern is by, I don't know, and it's on my phone, so I don't know. But I'll put everything up at the side somewhere. I feel like this side because I've got my cute little lamp. I got these what are they called? Stoppers. Because my stoppers that I got for Christmas are too big to go over the little needles. And like I said before, 2.75mm needles, and they're just little combs. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, so this is just going to be a project that goes on and on and on and on until I get to the kind of cream part, which is going to be just like under his armpit really. And then there's going to be a block of cream, and then I'm going to write with red writing BMC, which is the type of bike he wants. It also has like a stripe and a zipper, which I've never put a zipper in anything before, so I just like to jump head first into things and hope for the best and be incredibly grumpy if I can't figure it out. you know how it is. But another project that I've been working on is the Ingrid sweater. I literally loved it online and loved how it looked and everything. Then knitting it up, I really just didn't like it. It wasn't me. And that's what I'm kind of learning now, is you can appreciate something and like what it looks like online or on other people, but would I wear it? Probably not. So yesterday I made the very harsh decision to frog it, because the wool is not cheap. For starters, it's like the most expensive like amount of wool that I've ever bought for a project, so it felt like a huge commitment, and I spent hours agonizing over what colour to choose, what wool to choose, and I finally decided, and then don't like the jumper. So yeah, frogged that yesterday. Very tired, very sad. Not tired. Anyways, yeah, so that's gone. But now I've got some Knitting for Olive heavy merino, which is like Aran weight, to use up. But the rest of the balls I'm going to take back to the shop, because the lady at the shop said if you have any leftovers you can bring them back, or exchange them if it's outside the like time, which it's still in the time, because I think I bought it on the 5th of January, so fingers crossed I can, I'll exchange them anyways. Who am I kidding? Take the money, give me all, you know what I mean? Also, when I was in there finding my projects, so I'm a bit, my brain is always all over. I found this wool that I bought recently and I was so excited. Because basically I'm like a bit sensitive on my skin, so that's why I got to like keep pulling this up, because this is even itchy. So like when I was knitting with a like a mix of wools the other day and put it next to my neck, it was mega itchy, and I was like, oh. So then I went in a rabbit hole of what was soft to pair with different wools, and I came across Surrey alpaca. So I was like, oh, go on then. So I bought 2 of these Surrey alpacas from Hobby. It's upcycled 100% Surrey alpaca. And it looks like this. And so when it came, I was like, whoa, kind of looks a bit scruffy, but it is soft and cozy, and it's technically an Aran weight yarn, which is crazy because it looks so small, but I wonder if it includes the fluff in the size. I don't know how it works, if I'm going to be honest, but this is what I'm going to make my hot water bottle cover in. So this Christmas I went mad on making hot water bottles for people as gifts, using the Laura Penrose hot water bottle cover design, but I didn't do the colour work on any of the ones I gave. I just used that kind of base of how to make a hot water bottle, because I haven't braved the colour work yet. Me and colour work, not on good terms right now, I'm going to be honest, but I love colour work, but not on good terms. Actually, let me show you my colour work design I'm doing at the moment. How cute is this bag though? I literally love it. It's from Emma Ball, and I got it for Christmas. How do you know you're a knitter? You just find more hair hanging around. Yeah, so this is another one that I have frogged and restarted, but let me show you. This is the Songbird mittens, and that is one side. Oh, that looks good in the camera. I can't stop looking at myself instead of the camera, so soz. And that's the other side. So I've only got like a cuff part done. And I may as well show you my little stitch markers. Oh, and this is not stitch markers, stoppers, needle stoppers, that's it. But I've got to show you my stitch marker as well anyways. It's a little enamel bird. There we go. Oh, cute sign. Got it for Christmas off me mum. Anyways, this is made up in the West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-ply in this creamy off-white colour, and this one, which is Pennyroyal. So originally I was going to make this up in Pennyroyal and, oh, I haven't got it in here, a green, and it was gorgeous together like in the balls, But then when I was knitting it up, you couldn't actually see the contrast, and so you couldn't really see the pattern. There was no contrast, so you couldn't really see the pattern. That is actually gorgeous. I really need to start this again. But this is my first colour work that's actually going well, touch wood, please. I just need a success right now after frogging my Ingrid sweater yesterday. Yeah, so excited for that. I just hope it fits, because I've not got small hands. I've not got huge hands. I've got very much borderline big hands, and it only comes in one size. And I do tend to be quite a tight knitter, so maybe I should have gone up a needle size. I don't really understand all that yet. I'm learning, because I only really started knitting in this past year. So when did I start? I probably started in summer 2024. So yeah, very new, getting the grips of things kind of situation. So that's that project. Then I've got socks. Now I do love a sock, if I'm going to be honest. Basically, when I decided to start knitting, it's because I found a pattern that I really wanted to make for like a hat, colourwork hat for my mother-in-law. And so I tried to make it, and that's when I didn't understand like colourwork and tension and all of that, and so you couldn't even get it on your head. It was only like a band I ended up making when I realised I couldn't get it on the head. So I kept it because like the first time, but I was like, right, let's learn how to knit first, then we can go back to making colourwork hats as gifts, so they've got to be good. And so I decided to start with socks, and I made my first pair of socks, and I put a little photo up, and I was so excited, and I do wear them. This is literally absolutely minging. I never washed them, too scared. Too scared. Actually, I can just hand wash them and block them because I've got sock blockers. Yeah, I feel scared of everything going drastically wrong, so I need to just take a chill pill. It's fine. Anyways, so after I made that, I was like, wow, I can actually knit a sock and wear it. You've got to be joking. So I cast on like 12,000 pairs of socks. So this is 2 that I'll show you now, because I don't know where I've put the other ones. I think they're in the craft cupboard. Really not sure. Yes, I've got a craft cupboard. To my husband's demise? I don't know the words. Anyways, so this sock is this. It's really long because I go off the Crazy Sock Lady vanilla sock pattern, and she likes to do like the 60, I'm sure it's 60 rows to the heel gusset and turn after the ribbon, and the ribbon's 20 rows, so it is a long sock, to be honest. I've just done the heel turn and the decreases, so now I'm just onto the foot part, so that's exciting. Love a sock. This is knit up in, what's it knit up in? Rico Design Socks Bamboo Rainbow. Bamboo Rainbow, and the rainbow is like, it's so soft and squishy. The bamboo, not the rainbow, which I really love actually. What is it? It's 50% virgin wool, 25% polyamide, 25% viscose. Oh, is there no bamboo in it? Maybe bamboo's just like oh god, I thought I had like bamboo in it. I don't know, unless I don't know these things. I'm just, you know, going with the flow. These are on some needles, obviously it's on needles, but knitting magic loop on 2.75 needles, and these are these like wooden ones. They are stunning. Can you actually see how gorgeous they are with the little purple bit? That's really nice, because I like knitting in the round now. I've like circular needles, literally discovered them buzzing. But the reason I have it on this is because I took them on holiday, and I was worried they were going to take off my what am I trying to say? I was worried like the security were going to take my needles off me. Wait, there we go. So I put them on these, but I just haven't transferred them back yet. And I don't think I've knitted any more since my holiday in December, but there we go. This was £9.50. That's quite expensive actually for a little, I don't know. I have no idea, to be fair. I'm just winging it. Then, after I did loads of vanilla socks, I haven't actually cast on loads of vanilla socks, only done one pair. I decided that I wanted to like make my own design kind of thing. And so, let me just show you. Oh, that is so weird. So what I did is I found a video online, I'll link it below after because I don't know the names of anything, I'm just winging it live to be honest, about how to put a frill on any sock. And so I was like, yeah, every sock needs a frill now, every single sock. And so I got this Drops mohair and did the little frill, attached it on, and I'm using Portuguese wool by this company, I wouldn't know how to say that, Mondim, I think Mondim, in Core M97, that's the name of the colour thing. But when I bought this, like in the camera it looks exactly how it looks worked up, but in my eyes when I look at it all I see is the pink, so I thought it was a bit more girly pop to go with like the pinky frill, but it's not, which is fine. So anyways, I'm holding this with one strand of mohair and making this sock, but this is how long it's going to be. And then I'm going to just start the heel turn now, so it's going to be like little ankle socks to wear with my Birkenstocks. So that's cute. I need to I thought about doing like a few darts in to keep the frill down a bit, because the frill just wants to pop up, which is fine if that was the way the frill was going, but it's not. Yeah, so basically every time I make a sock or anything like that, I go by the Vanilla Sock Ladies pattern. I just do however long or short I want to make it for myself, or I might add things. I also thought I might add sequins on. I'm a bit extra. I need to just stop. I never know when to stop though. So yeah, that is them three in this one. And what I'm also doing at the moment is, so before I started the Ingrid sweater, I thought best practice on just a basic oh, got paper cut in that hurt. Practice on a basic jumper pattern to see, can I actually make a jumper before I spend all the money on wool. So I just used wool that I had around. I made the is it the Louisiana jumper by Petite Knit? I'll put it here when I'm done. And that's blocking at the moment, and so I've never blocked a jumper or a garment or anything like that before, so I was a bit scared. And it just won't dry, and it's only been 24 hours, so I need to be a bit patient. But I want it to be dry now so I can try it on. But I'll do a little video and put it up here of what it's looking like. But I got these blocking pins that are so cute, and they've got little butterflies on the end of them, and I got them off Amazon, I think. And they're just so cute. I literally love them. Okay, I had a brief intermission, hopefully I'm saying the right word, and went to Oxford because when I was filming this video I got so upset, not really upset, but I was so disappointed about my Ingrid sweater. I thought, right, I'm just gonna go to Oxford now and take back the Knitting for Olive yarn and exchange it for my next project. So that's what I did, and I've got myself a little meal deal and Tango Mango. Well, I'll tell you what I'm making next. I'm going to be making the poppy vest. I bought the pattern, which was $10, and I think it was £8.45. It worked out as. And the yarn, because the Knitting for Olive yarn was £62.65, what I returned of the yarn that I didn't use. Obviously, then I've got 4 balls worth upstairs that I that frogged from the Ingrid sweater, which is fine because I'll find something else to do with that. But yeah, so £62.65, and then I got all the yarn that I need apart from 3 of the ivory balls that they'd run out of, but she's getting it moved to that store tomorrow. And then she said tomorrow buy it online for pickup from that store, and then I can go and collect it next time I'm there, which I've got physio local to Oxford on Wednesday, so I'll collect it then. But they are £3.95 per ball, and it's a 25-gram ball. And it's, let's have a look, Jameson's Shetland Spindrift. I'll show you that. 100% pure Shetland wool, grown and spun on the Shetland Isles. I see a few people go there and then go to the place it's from. That'll be cute. Yeah, 25 grams and approximately 105 meters in length. And this one specifically is Old Rose, and it's gorgeous. Very similar to the shade of Knit for Olive and Ingrid. For the Ingrid sweater that I've just had, that was Terracotta Rose. But yes, so the Poppy Best, I'll put a picture here of what the Poppy Best looks like. I've had my eye on it for a while, and then I seen this woman on TikTok who has now made a YouTube video. She's dead funny. She bought the wool for it, and I was like, right, I'm doing it. Yeah, so I can't wait to start this. The colours I've got, I would say, are quite similar to the example, but not. I kind of based it off that stuff. That's got like a light green and dark green, I've done the same. Or if it's got like a pop colour, I've done a pop colour but not necessarily the same. So like it has like a bright red, but instead of the bright red, I've got this, or this, whichever one I decide, which is cinnamon or the Old Rose. So I've got the Old Rose, I've got cinnamon, rose. It's funny, that's rose and that's Old Rose. This, I love this. I could imagine me making something else out of this one. This is rye. Oh, I love rye. The place. Mustard. Love the colour mustard. Orchid. I've planned the colours before I even went to the shop because I find it so awkward stuff there for ages. I don't know why. I get way too overwhelmed because there's so much choice. But the orchid looked almost white on mine, but it's this lovely lavender, because the lavender that I wanted, well, it's like a lilac lavender, was way darker in the shop, so I'm glad I did that. Another rose, willow. So like, that's my light green, dark green. Oh, gorgeous. This is the ivory, so this is going to be the base colour for the jumper. This is what I need to get, because I needed 7 in total. So I need to buy 4 more of them. So that's kind of the colour palette. That's kind of cute. I like that pink though. I'm not sure about that pink. No, actually, yeah, because it's little pops of it. Yeah, I think that's cute. I like that. That's really cute. This isn't very contrasting to that though, is it? I think it'll be good enough, to be honest. So yeah, that's my wool choice, and I'm pretty happy with it actually. It wasn't too torturous. It was quite fun to pick the colours, and I think it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna make a start on it today. The thing is, right, this is where I'm like, oh, I just don't know. Is everyone says make a gauge swatch. I've never made a gauge swatch in my whole life. So I feel a bit anxious about that. See, I wish I could ask someone, like, when you block something, does it grow? This is why you should make a gauge swatch, and then you could block the gauge swatch. And yeah, I need to make a gauge swatch, don't I? So I have cast it on. I decided, because I was meant to get 3 kind of bluey greens, but I got 2. So I did fortunately get like a spare colour. So I'm using that as one of the kind of bluey colours, because I don't think we need like I don't think I need like 3. But so I'm doing the extra large, and I'm doing it in a larger needle as well because I have got tight attention. I've decided not to do a gauge swatch, which hopefully I won't regret. I had to cast on like 312 stitches, and I'm terrible at like counting and recounting. I get all confused. But this is it so far. It's just wild. And then
they teach you to kind of catch the floats. So every time you cast on a new colour, instead of you having loads of ends to weave in at the end, she says about catching the float throughout for a few stitches, which is what I'm doing, and then that's weaving in the end as you go, really, which is really good idea actually, because I'm not like terribly fussed about weaving in ends. I'm not that bothered, but like weaving in ends with crochet, look, I love doing it. It's actually fine. Knitting, I find it quite difficult to hide them in the right colour and know where to exactly weave it in. So for me, that's really good. But I'm just really excited to see the progress, and I think that that's what keeps you going with these projects, is when it's a bit interesting. So I'll catch up when I've done a bit more, but at the moment it's ribbon, 2x2 ribbon, and you change colour, so the pearl and the knits are different colours, and so it's really interesting actually.
Hello, so it's now the next day. I am in my pyjamas, it's still the morning, and I just thought I'd update you on how my Poppy Fest is going. So I'm on to the ribbon currently. This is what it looks like. And I just think the back looks so cute as well. You can see the colours a bit more on the back. This is taken forever. Like, I was horrified when the first instruction was to cast on 312 stitches. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look that big because I've scrunched it onto one cord. Because when I put two cords together, they kind of bump the connection. It was really squidging past quite tightly, and so I had to kind of manually like pull them all over every time, which was really annoying because you just want to knit in the round and not have to kind of adjust the stitches too much. Another thing, I got my little lamp and I put it behind me so then I can see it a bit more, because I'm finding the stitches are so tiny that I just need to be able to see them better. Also, it would be helpful if I wore my glasses. This wool I really like, because I know what people mean now when they see my hair. When they mean it's like toothy, I get it, and it's so much easier to do colour work with the toothy wool. So that's definitely something I'm going to be mindful of in the future. I just hope it's going to fit. I feel like it should, but I feel like it's deceiving me being on here. Although I know it was on the bigger one and I seen it, it feels like it's not. And like at the moment I'm on 2x2 ribbon, but it's not really stretchy at all. I mean, actually, that's a lie. It is stretchy to a degree, but it's not as stretchy, which I guess is predictable, really. It would be less stretchy because it's colour work. I don't know. But I've never even seen a colour work ribbing before, so I just think that's dead interesting. So I change colours, so it's 2 colours per round, and I change that every 2 rounds to help it join at the beginning, I guess. Yes, so really excited. I'm dying to get to the flower bit, to be honest, the poppies and the leaves, but you've got to be patient. Yeah, I'm just sat watching YouTube. I'm watching This Little Wonderful Life. She's great. She's my comfort YouTuber. Like, I love watching her videos. There's quite a few videos I like to watch, but she's definitely one that's just comfortable. I can't get my words out. I can never get my words out. That's a common thing with me. Hello, I just thought I'd do a update. This is a really weird angle, and I've got a cup of tea in the cutest little mug from Morrison's. Well, Nutmeg. I think that's Morrison's, isn't it? They do some really nice homeware stuff. Anyways, I thought I'd update you with where I'm at. I finished the 2x2 ribbon, and I tried it on and it fits, which is good, because that would be a bit of a disaster if it didn't. I think it's gorgeous. I'm pleased with the colours I've chosen, and even like the inside, I think that's just so pretty. Yeah, I need to be mindful of tension, which it's colour work.
it's always going to be a bit of an issue. And see how I go, but I'm really excited to get to the flowers. And so when I get to the flowers, I shall come back. But so far, the pattern is really, really simple, really easy so far, touch wood. And I've not had any issues. I just need to make sure that I'm not doing the pearls too tight, really. But other than that, I think it's really cute. So yeah, when I get to the flowers, I'll come back and update. So it's now the 12th of February, so it's been a while since I've updated the video on what I've been doing. So it's kind of gone from like wanting to make like a knitting podcast to a kind of making a poppy vest. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll update you anyways. So poppy vest update is, let me try and show you properly. This is where I'm up to. I'm so excited. So that's how much I've done so far. I've got my little craft light on. Basically what happened was I got up to about there. Then I realised that the green that I was using, you just couldn't see it. And I was gutted and I knew what I had to do. So I just put it away. And then came back to it when I could face it, and I unpicked it all, which I had to learn how to do that as well. That was a whole ordeal itself. Undid until the poppy flower part, and then redone it in these colours, which I think are just looking so much better. I'll try and put a picture somewhere of what it looked like before with the other green. But let me see if I can show you what it, so this was the original green, which is, I think, gorgeous. But if I show you it, you just couldn't see it. It's far too similar to the ivory background. Also, I'm not sure if I've shown this yet. I don't think I have, but I made myself a little bag. I literally am so buzzing. I've lined it pink and I have these little things that I put on my crochet, handmade by Becky. I'm literally so impressed with myself. So I am gonna spend the afternoon, I keep losing, where's the beginning? There it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm so scared of dropping stitches because I'm not that advanced to pick them up very well at all yet. Anyways, so I'm going to spend the afternoon doing that. I'm going to catch up on some knitting podcasts and videos. I'm just absolutely loving Breathing Yarn at the moment. Literally watched one of her videos and I was like, wow, I am hooked for life, and very cringily binge watched basically every single video she's ever come out with. And I was like, saying to my husband, I was like, I feel like a stalker. But you know, when you really like someone's kind of style of video, she's just so clever at editing it. Yeah, so that's what I did all week, basically. And I've got a couple more to watch. But I'm also at the moment watching Cozy Books and Knits. She's really cozy, actually, to watch. Cozy Books and Knits. Let me show you. I was gonna, so like I feel like I said before, I was like weaving in the end as I go, because I was like sewing the, like I was knitting it in, like looping it over. Yet that lasted one round, worked amazingly, but one round it lasted. And these are all my ends at the moment. Also been working on my husband's jersey. Oh, I've actually done quite a bit on that. Let me show you. I have the obligatory craft pile on the couch permanently. So yeah, I actually feel like I need to upgrade the project bag for this because it's getting rather large. Excuse that it's covered in so much fluff. Anyways, look how much I've got done. I'm dead excited with all that progress. Yeah, I think it's gonna be done in no time. If no time means months and months and months of torture, that's when it's going to be done. But yes, used to be like a multiple project galley, but now I think I'm like a 2 project girl, because like a complicated one, which is my poppy vest, and then a simple one, which is oh my leg, I'm sat on my foot, which is the jersey.
So it's now the 22nd of February, and I think it's time I need to wrap up this video because I honestly don't know what I did here. It was just going to be like a podcast, and then I just didn't end it. I kept filming more. So next video is going to be a bit more traditional podcast kind of style, or maybe it's a vlog. Yeah, see, I'm doing it again. I have no idea. I think I'm just going to end it here and then start fresh with a bit more organisation. And yeah, so I think I'll make a video today of my next one and doing a kind of updated podcast because it's probably been a month since I filmed the first clip, and just go from there. You can tell this is my first video. I do apologise, but if you're still here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully it'll be a bit more organised. Yeah, thank you, bye.